JBK called for a start to the matchup. Ricky Stoner starts off the action here against Ricky Gibson, the Rock God. First time meeting for these two, and both these teams looking for a first victory. There's a cover by Ricky, kick out at 1, and a quick tag here brings Eddie Pearl into the matchup for the first time, the teammate of the Rock God. Now, both these teams have been affected by a virus sweeping actually real wrestling, where competitors are left stunned, looking out at the crowd, hoping that that doesn't happen tonight. Thus far, everyone seems to have their wits about them. Both these teams also looking for their first victory here in ARW. As Scotty goes for the pin, drops the elbow on Eddie Pearl. And it was Eddie Pearl who had that trance-like state in the middle of a match and cost them 4 minutes of heat, the match against the Undisputed Era. And the Undisputed Era versus 4 minutes of heat was the most watched match on Twitter for actually real wrestling, with over 800 views. Gonna see if they can pick up a victory and continue to entertain the ARW fans. Scotty taken down by Ricky Gibson. Tag to Ricky Stoner now. Falling slam by Ricky into the cover. Kick out at 1 by the Rock God. Hits a flying mare. Knows he needs to get out of that Stoner Brothers corner if he wants to stay on the safe side of things. But he's snatched up, caught with a body slam in. Here comes Ricky, hits the ropes, running stomp, lands right on the midsection of Ricky Gibson. Oh, what a vicious forearm there by the Rock God. Look out. Ricky Stoner drops him with a huge backdrop. Good teamwork there. Low drop kick took Ricky off his feet. That set up Eddie Pearl, who gets a cover here. Kick out at 1 by Ricky. Ricky Stoner tags in the fresh Scotty. I don't think Eddie Pearl's aware of it yet. Yep, greeted with an elbow. And I don't think he wants to trade with Scotty Stoner. Excuse me. Kick out at 1 by Eddie Pearl. Not backing down. Went for the back elbow and stuffed. Big kick to the midsection by Scotty Stoner. Plants Scotty on the back of his head. Eddie Pearl now drops down, opposite end, catches him with the running elbow. Hip Hop Harry, you're never too late. Thanks for dropping in. Thus far, we've not seen the return of that frozen virus that's been causing a paralysis for ARW competitors. And both these teams experienced it. Last week it was Ricky Stoner. The week before it was Eddie Pearl. Double team setup. There's a power ballad modified. Kind of looked like a Rizz bomb per Fire Pro standards. Here goes Ricky Gibson up top. Drops the elbow, outside leg hooked. Kick out at 1. Yes, in accordance with social distancing, best practicing, we are in an empty arena at Madison Square Garden. Awful eerie feeling, not hearing the ARW fans cheering on these performers, but the show must go on. And the Rock God Ricky Gibson one half of the best band in wrestling, knows all about that. Hits a basement drop kick. Running clothesline, and Ricky staring daggers into Eddie Pearl on the apron there. As to say, look what I did to your boy. Backbreaker and continue to stomp out the back of Ricky Gibson. He answers right back with a backbreaker of his own. Tag to Freak Nasty Eddie Pearl. Missed with a drop kick. Here comes Scotty Stoner. Taken off his feet by that low drop kick. Gibson has identified that. It's a good way to take Scotty or Ricky off his feet. Just chop out the legs out from under him. I think Scotty paid for it on that backdrop. Sets up the big clothesline. Could it be a Rizz bomb? They got it. Eddie Pearl's in trouble here. Cover. 2 in. Eddie Pearl able to dig deep, kicks out of the Rizz bomb, and the Stoners have to be stunned after that. Rake to the eyes, and I don't think Eddie should be celebrating yet. He goes for it again. Look at this, and Scotty just shakes it off. Setting up a pile driver, spikes Freak Nasty. Eddie Pearl is not moving. Clubbing blow to the back. Smashes the neck of Eddie Pearl, and Eddie Pearl is out on his feet. Fires up and hits a body slam and goes for a quick cover here. Scotty not going to go down after that. Easily kicked out. Tag on both ends. Here comes Ricky. Both Rickies. Pile driver attempt. Got it. Spiked. Eddie Pearl and the Stoner brothers are staring down Eddie Pearl. Ricky Gibson goes for a ride on that high angle backdrop. Ricky into the ropes. Hits the running stomp. Hard shots to the back of the head. Ricky getting desperate there, just trying to get the offense in, and pays for it with a massive clothesline by Ricky. Stoner, and a backdrop right onto the chair. I think they both landed on that, but Ricky's first on his feet. Another hard clothesline. Missed with that, and Ricky Gibson's going to make the hot tag. Stop, he's already dead. No, he's still alive. Ricky Gibson, as long as in that rear mount and the guy's face down, he can get some shots in. And Eddie Pearl, a little too proud himself, that eye raking, puts Ricky Stoner on the apron, and Eddie Pearl's gonna wait for him, center of the ring. Just trying to get a kick in, and I think he might have knocked himself out on that drop kick. Eddie Pearl's in trouble here. Big backdrop by Scotty. Hard body slam now by Eddie Pearl, and Ricky Stoner immediately in to break it up, but Scotty didn't need him. Double team coming. Rizz bomb coming. Puts down Eddie Pearl. There's a backbreaker by Ricky Gibson. But Eddie Pearl's out on his feet, on instincts. Reverses into the back switch, hits a face buster. Puts down Scotty Stoner. Sent into the ropes. There's a drop kick the other way. This time Stoner gonna regroup. Tags on both ends again. Here come the Rickies. Ricky Gibson and Ricky Stoner meet in the middle. Eddie Pearl hits a twisting suplex, and that dazes Ricky Stoner, but he's able to come to, starts putting the boots to the Rock God. Catches him with a quick throat chop. Ricky celebrating momentarily. Hits the high angle backdrop. Impressive strength by Ricky Gibson. Follows it up with a quick elbow. Big clothesline there by Scotty Stoner. Big clothesline, puts down the Rock God, and he ain't moving.
20 minutes gone.
Scotty fighting his way out of the 4 minutes of heat corner. Clubbing blow takes down Eddie Pearl, and he's just staring him down. Big backdrop. Eddie Pearl, though, somehow first to his feet and got the worst end of this last time, but here's Eddie Pearl still exchanging, and the super kick takes down Scott Stoner. And Scotty's going to need to regroup. Tags in Ricky. Big right hand. Knocks out. Knocks down anyway. Eddie Pearl. Hard body slam by Ricky Stoner. And Eddie Pearl sees a window to tag in his partner. Here comes a big pile driver by Ricky Gibson, headed up top. He's waiting on Scotty. Hits that tope con hero off the top rope into the cover. 2 and broken up by Scotty Stoner. And hits a side Russian leg sweep, but he's taken down. There's a super kick by Eddie Pearl, and Ricky Gibson capitalizes, drops the knee on the forehead of Ricky Gibson. I think the wrestling headgear might have protected him there. There's a backbreaker over the knee of Ricky Gibson, and Ricky Stoner makes a tag to his brother. Here comes a pile driver on the chair, and I don't think Ricky Gibson's going to be able to answer that. And doubled up, both Stoners getting in on the action, and Ricky Gibson, out of sheer instinct, going low on Scotty Stoner. Catches him with a Superman punch. There's a tag to Eddie Pearl. Blue Thunder Bomb into the pin. Eddie Pearl now steps in for the camel clutch. Inside cradle by Eddie Pearl. 1, 2. Almost stole one. Scotty Stoner able to kick out, and here's a gorilla press broken up by Eddie Pearl with a drop kick. Finally, the drop kick connects, and it happened at just the right time. Double collision. Scotty first to his feet, and he's going to bring in his brother. Here comes Ricky Stoner. Lands a cane on Eddie Pearl and puts him in squarely into that corner of the Stoner brothers, and now Ricky Stoner putting the boots to Eddie Pearl, who's helpless. Hard elbow to the back. And introducing him to that turnbuckle. There is some padding there. It doesn't help much when you got a 300-pounder smashing your head into it. There's a big left hand by Ricky Gibson. Gets a flash knockdown of Ricky Stoner. Gibson headed up top. Drops the elbow on the sternum of Ricky Stoner. Outside leg hook. Could they have it here? Kick out by Ricky Stoner at 2. Vicious elbow, though, knocks him down again, and Ricky Stoner's out on his feet. Held up, and there's a jumping kick by Eddie Pearl. Opens the door for Ricky Gibson to drop the elbow again on the sternum, and now Eddie's headed up top. He went for a frog splash, but miscommunication. Ricky Gibson picked up Rick Stoner, and that opens the door for Scotty to tag in, but not stopping Ricky from flying again with the elbow. He's 3 for 3 with it. And Scotty just putting the massive boots to Ricky Stoner. Release German suplex onto that chair. Gibson needs to regroup. Tag to Eddie Pearl. Falling slam, but Scotty sends Eddie Pearl into the ropes with a hammer throw. These two can't stop exchanging blows. Shot for shot, the super kick works again for Eddie Pearl. Keeps Scotty Rick down momentarily. And there's a backbreaker for Eddie Pearl now. Missed with the jumping kick. Tag to Ricky Stoner, who hits a vicious body slam. Hard shoulder by Ricky. Backs up, eats a super kick by Eddie Pearl. Cover here. 2, broken up by Scotty Stoner. We look ringside at the empty arena of Madison Square Garden. Power ballad coming, they got it. 4 minutes of heat. Have Ricky Stoner in just the right spot here. All they need to do is capitalize with a pin. 3-point stance into the shoulder tackle. Ricky Stoner goes low and tags in Scotty. Ricky Gibson had to miss an opportunity there to go for the cover, and is now paying for it for that pile driver. German suplex by Scotty. Big body slam by Ricky Gibson. And introduces Scotty Stoner to the 4 minutes of heat corner. Top turnbuckle, headed up top. Drops the elbow on the sternum. Gibson goes for the cover. Eddie Pearl's gonna run interference. They could have it. And they have it. Here are your winners. 4 minutes of heat.